is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. On first down, it's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Elliott in week 1, that loss to Carolina, he had 15 carries, 69 yards. He did have a score as well.
The Cowboys' offensive line, tight ends, they have to spend a lot of time in practice now working against loaded boxes. All right, I'm not just talking about 7. I may not even be talking about 8. I'm talking about maybe 9 that'll be in that box until the Cowboys show they can hurt people downfield throwing the football. He's going to have to not just get what's blocked in terms of yardage. He's going to have to create his own yardage with his runs.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Just beating the play clock is gone. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Get out. Good. What do you think?
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Four down. Here you go.
On second down, Elliott. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Gun. You go 46. Gun. 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here you go. Line in. Here we go. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover margin, had their chances, and got a field goal block down the stretch that would have won the game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a field goal late in OT too, and they missed it wide left.
17. Louis.
After the interception, here's gone. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Super 66. Here we go. 180. Start left here. We're good. We're good. Deuce.
Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries. And the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
5. Hey, 20. 5. Hey, 5. Starting left here. Shell. Dula. Deuce. 12.
On 1st down, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Like 20. Hard ball. 17. 17. 17. Go. Shell.
Goff. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. Still going. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Orange.
Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. Got some room at the 30. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're going to go for it. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Louis.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Now gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and goal, Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Back now in Arlington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gun. 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Gun. Switch is 8.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Carry now for Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 for 66.
On first down, it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51?